What's up, NASCAR racing fans? This is Ryan, NASCAR Authentic Strategies, and I'm back with another video. So today we'll be going over a very special 124 scale diecast, and this is the diecast that I've actually wanted for quite a while, and I actually just never really jumped on the opportunity to grab it until recently. I was able to find this for a pretty good price on eBay, mainly the reason why I got it, and I'm so glad I did. This has instantly become one of my favorite diecasts in my collection, and I'm very, very glad to have it, especially with William Byron running this scheme at Darlington later on this year. But either way, let's go ahead and take a look at the box here. Of course, this is the standard Lionel box for 2015. Nothing really too different. I was kind of hoping for just maybe a little bit more of a commemorative box or what all for Jeff Gordon for this paint scheme, because it is so iconic. It didn't really run at Darlington. I know it ran at Bristol, but either way, I was kind of hoping for just a special kind of box for this. But either way, this is the way it shipped from Lionel, so this is what we get. But we can go ahead and take a look at the tag right here. Real quick, Jeff Gordon on 24 Axalta Rainbow 2015 SS, one of 5,617. So, of course, once again, standard Lionel box, nothing too special about it. Now we'll go ahead and get onto the car right here real quick. And, yes, this car looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm so glad to be able to add this to my collection. I'm so glad I did choose to actually pick this up, like I was saying before. But, yeah, one thing we'll add, and one of the reasons why I was kind of skeptical about picking this up is because the colors from the pictures and stuff like that just didn't look like they would actually be represented too well in the diecast. The colors didn't exactly look perfect, if that made sense. Like the orange and the blue didn't really look correct, if I could say that. But actually being able to get the diecast in my hands, I can tell you that they are phenomenal. Lionel Racing actually did nail this car pretty good, and I think mainly the reason is because with the cameras and the pictures, you can't really nail down that metal flake that's actually in this paint scheme. If you can't tell, there actually is just a little bit of metal flake. You can probably see it right there in the orange, just a little bit. But that's one thing that the camera doesn't really capture too well, is this little tiny metal flake in both the orange and the blue. A little bit less in the blue, but it is still there nonetheless. But yeah, once again, very, very phenomenal looking diecast. Once again, I'm glad I picked it up. So, Jeff Gordon actually did not run too well. Actually did run pretty well. He finished probably about 20th, but that was due to a result of many, I think it was 2 or something, pit road penalties with tire violations and such forth. So, unfortunately, he did not get the position I was kind of hoping for at this race. Didn't really get too much TV time until about the second half of the race. I think he finished in about 20th position, but I think he could have definitely done better if it weren't for some of those tire violations and maybe just a little bit of luck gone his way. But we're going to take a close-up look at the diecast. Of course, here on the front, you see Axalta right there on the hood. Of course, Axalta replacing DuPont as a primary sponsor for Jeff Gordon. I believe, I could be wrong, but was Axalta not pretty much DuPont, just as a renamed company? I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments below. But of course, you see the Chevrolet SS there. What a phenomenal looking front end. Of course, the Chevrolet SS being a bit outdated, they went to the Chevrolet Camaro earlier on this year, and it would be kind of cool with the William Byron diecast as well, because we will have a Rainbow Warriors car on both a Chevrolet Monte Carlo, Chevrolet SS, and finally a Chevrolet Camaro. So all three of this diecast will look phenomenal, I imagine. Hopefully Lionel Racing can nail those colors on that car as well. I did see a couple of the renders from Lionel Racing for that car for William Byron, and it looked pretty good. I think they need to work on the blues and the orange just a little bit better from what I was telling on the camera, but from what they were saying, they're supposed to be able to get those colors perfect by the time it is actually released. Of course, it is pretty early on in the release. So I have a little bit of faith in Lionel that they'll actually get those colors correct. But either way, if you haven't seen that promo, go ahead and look up Lionel Racing on YouTube, and one of their The Fix videos that's in there. I can't remember exactly where it is, but yeah. Either way, back to this car. I'm sure it'll look great on the Chevrolet Camaro mold. That molding is actually pretty cool. I am a big fan of the Chevrolet Camaro. Finally, they're getting their mojo back. The Chevrolets seem to be actually starting to grow in the points, it seems like, and at the track. Of course, Chase Elliott being able to get that win recently at Watkins Glen International Raceway. William Byron's been running pretty good. I think he's gotten top 10s in the last couple weeks and all that. But yeah, it seems like Chevrolet's getting their mojo back, especially Hendrick Motorsports in these last couple weeks. So hopefully we'll start to see a couple more Chevrolet wins. Of course, I wouldn't exactly expect their Chevrolet dominance as we've seen in the past, but either way, hopefully they will get a little bit of their mojo back, a little bit of the confidence back. But once again, this diecast just absolutely is phenomenal. But once again, take a look at the front there and see the The right side headlight there, the passenger side headlight with the 24 down below it, Chevrolet SS, and Hendrick Motorsports, a couple contingency sponsors there on the nose as well. And down the side, of course, we see Mechanics Wear, Holley, 3M, NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, Coors Light Pole, IR, Duralast, Flowmaster, and Freescale. And the iconic 24 there as well. Once again, the Jeff Gordon signature up there on the name rail, and the inside, of course, the standard tachometer and such there on the inside as it should be, and so forth. So you see Exalted there on the side, AARP, Real Possibilities, 3M, Bath Match, and Pepsi, and another Exalted logo there on the side, of course, American Ethanol again, and Asbury Automotive Group there on the back, DIN number 4172, so a little bit late in the DINs, but not too bad. Asbury Automotive Group, of course, Chevrolet SS there again on the back, Panasonic, Valvoline, and pretty much the same sponsors on this side as well. Now, one thing you will notice, there is a missing window there. That is actually purposeful. Line Racing does not put the passenger side windows in because that's the way it was on the track. When they run at short tracks such as Bristol, Richmond, Martinsville, and so forth, the cars are not run with passenger side windows, so that is correct in case some people are wondering. But that is kind of nice whenever you get a diecast like that. I always enjoyed getting a diecast. It's just a little bit different than all the others, whether it's because there's a missing window because it was a short track, or there's a blown out tire for a race version, or there's a blown out fender. I always enjoyed something different about each diecast. You know, sometimes when you just get stuff that's just a little bit unique, other than the paint scheme itself, but to the actual diecast molding itself, when you get something unique, it's pretty cool. So it's kind of cool to see that as well. But once again, just a fantastic looking paint scheme, and once again as well, the camera just will not do it justice. The orange is so much more bright in person and looks pretty fantastic. So, I believe that's pretty much it for the video. Of course, I will have some close-up pictures and stuff like that as well. Be sure to check back in. I hope to get some other YouTube videos up and diecast reviews as well. I have several others. I have so many I need to review. I'm sorry, I've gotten behind. But either way, thank you guys for watching. This is Ryan with NASCAR Authentic Reviews, and I am signing out. Take care, guys.